Dreams are more than just random images or fragmented thoughts that appear during sleep. They can serve as powerful messages from God. Throughout history, both in religious texts and personal testimonies, people have experienced dreams that carried guidance, warnings, or even divine revelations. These dreams are often vivid, memorable, and sometimes feel incredibly real, leaving a lasting impression on the dreamer. Understanding that dreams can be a medium through which God communicates helps us take them seriously rather than dismissing them as mere imagination or coincidence. In many cases, God uses dreams to reach out to individuals in ways that words alone cannot. For instance, in the Bible, Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dreams, which foretold 7 years of plenty followed by 7 years of famine. Similarly, Daniel received visions in dreams that revealed God's plans for nations and individuals. These examples show that dreams can carry important information, whether it concerns personal life, spiritual direction, or broader events. Dreams from God often carry symbolic meanings. They may not always be literal, which is why interpretation and discernment are important. Symbols, colors, people, animals, or events in dreams can represent emotions, situations, or future possibilities. For example, dreaming of light could symbolize hope, divine guidance, or clarity, whereas darkness might indicate confusion, challenges, or hidden obstacles. Recognizing these symbols and reflecting on them prayerfully can help one understand the message God is sending. It is also important to distinguish between ordinary dreams and those with spiritual significance. Dreams that are recurring, vivid, emotionally charged, or leave a deep sense of urgency are more likely to carry divine messages. God often uses such dreams to warn, encourage, or instruct. They may call a person to action, warn of danger, reveal a hidden truth, or strengthen faith. In summary, viewing dreams as potential messages from God encourages attentiveness and spiritual reflection. By recording dreams, praying for understanding, and being sensitive to recurring patterns or symbols, individuals can gain insight, guidance, and reassurance in their daily lives. Ignoring these dreams may mean missing out on valuable spiritual wisdom, so it is essential to approach them with openness, humility, and discernment. Recurring dreams are dreams that repeat over days, weeks, or even months, often with similar themes, symbols, or emotions. Unlike ordinary dreams that come and go without much significance, recurring dreams tend to carry deeper messages, and many spiritual teachings suggest that God uses them as a form of guidance or warning. The repetition itself is a signal that something important is being communicated, and ignoring such dreams may mean overlooking critical lessons or warnings in life. One reason recurring dreams are significant is that they often highlight unresolved issues in a person's life. These issues may be emotional, spiritual, or relational, and the dream serves as a way to bring them to the surface. For example, a person might repeatedly dream of being chased, which could indicate underlying fears or pressures that have not been addressed. Similarly, dreams of falling or losing control can signal anxieties or situations where guidance is needed. In such cases, the dream is not merely a reflection of daily stress but a warning to pay attention to areas of life that require reflection, prayer, or corrective action. Recurring dreams can also serve as direct warnings from God about potential dangers or life decisions. They might alert the dreamer to avoid certain paths, people, or choices that could lead to harm. In biblical examples, dreams often functioned as divine warnings, such as Joseph being warned in dreams about dangers to his family. This shows that recurring or persistent dreams are not coincidences, they are signals meant to capture attention. Another important aspect is that recurring dreams often carry symbols or messages that require interpretation. While the dream may repeat, the details may contain subtle changes that provide insight into the nature of the warning. Observing the symbols, emotions, and context within the dream can help in understanding what God is trying to communicate. Dreams that involve danger, such as being attacked, falling, drowning, or facing threatening situations, often carry a protective message from God. These dreams are not necessarily predictions of unavoidable harm, but rather warnings meant to alert the dreamer to areas of life where caution, prayer, or action is needed. Just as a smoke detector signals a possible fire, dreams about danger serve as spiritual alarms designed to keep a person safe physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Such dreams may manifest in various forms. For instance, a dream of being chased by an unknown figure could signify that the dreamer is avoiding a particular responsibility, decision, or emotional challenge. It may also point to real-life situations where one needs to be vigilant, such as unsafe relationships, risky environments, or critical decisions that require careful consideration. Similarly, dreaming of natural disasters, accidents, or conflicts may be symbolic alerts about upcoming challenges that require preparedness or heightened awareness. From a spiritual perspective, these dreams are a reminder that God is attentive to His children and desires to protect them. In many religious teachings, dreams have been used as divine warnings to prevent harm. Biblical examples include Joseph, whose dreams warned him and his family about future dangers, enabling them to take precautions. Such guidance emphasizes that paying attention to warning dreams is not just prudent but can be life-saving, both physically and spiritually. Interpreting dreams about danger requires careful reflection on context, emotions, and symbolism. For example, the specific type of danger in the dream can indicate the nature of the threat in real life: emotional, spiritual, relational, or physical. The dreamer's response within the dream, whether running, hiding, or confronting the danger, can also provide insight into how to address the situation in waking life. Moreover, recurring danger dreams often indicate persistent risks that need immediate attention. Ultimately, dreams about danger are opportunities for preparation and growth. They encourage vigilance, prayer, and thoughtful action, reminding the dreamer that God's guidance often comes in subtle or symbolic forms. By recording these dreams, analyzing their details, and seeking spiritual insight, one can better understand the protective messages being conveyed. Ignoring such dreams could mean missing divine guidance, leaving one vulnerable to preventable harm or missed opportunities for spiritual awareness. Paying attention to warning dreams helps cultivate wisdom, discernment, and trust in God's protective care. Water is one of the most common symbols in dreams, and it often carries deep spiritual and emotional significance. Dreams that feature water, whether calm rivers, stormy seas, overflowing floods, or even rain, can reflect the dreamer's inner emotional state, spiritual condition, or upcoming life experiences. Because water is essential for life and is closely associated with purification, renewal, and growth, dreams about water are often messages from God meant to guide, warn, or encourage the dreamer. One common interpretation of water in dreams is that it represents emotions. Calm and clear water may indicate peace, clarity, or emotional balance, suggesting that the dreamer is in a stable and harmonious state. Conversely, Turbulent or murky water can symbolize confusion, emotional stress, or unresolved inner conflicts. For example, dreaming of being caught in a stormy sea may reflect feelings of overwhelm or anxiety in one's waking life. Similarly, water that rises suddenly, such as a flood, can signal that emotions or circumstances are building to a critical point that requires attention or action. Water in dreams also frequently symbolizes spiritual cleansing and renewal. In many religious traditions, water is used for purification, baptism, or ritual cleansing, signifying a fresh start or a transformation. Dreaming of washing in water, diving into a river, or being rained upon can indicate that God is prompting the dreamer toward spiritual renewal, repentance, or release from past burdens. Such dreams encourage reflection on areas of life where forgiveness, healing, or spiritual growth is needed. Additionally, the quality, color, and movement of water can carry specific meanings. Clear, flowing water may represent clarity, guidance, or blessings, while muddy, stagnant, or turbulent water can signal confusion, hidden dangers, or challenges that need to be addressed. Paying attention to these details, along with the dreamer's feelings during the dream, can help in interpreting its message accurately. Flying in dreams is one of the most exhilarating and symbolic experiences a person can have. Dreams of flying often carry deep spiritual and emotional messages, signaling freedom, aspiration, or divine guidance. Unlike ordinary dreams, flying dreams usually leave a strong impression because of the sense of liberation and elevated perspective they provide. From a spiritual perspective, God may use flying dreams to encourage individuals, reveal potential, or guide them toward higher purposes. One of the most common interpretations of flying dreams is that they symbolize freedom and liberation. Flying often represents the release from limitations, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual. For example, someone struggling with fear, guilt, or stress might dream of flying as a sign that God is encouraging them to rise above their challenges. The ability to soar through the sky can reflect a sense of empowerment, confidence, and the potential to overcome obstacles that may feel insurmountable in waking life. Flying dreams can also indicate divine guidance or spiritual elevation. In many religious teachings, ascending or rising in dreams is a metaphor for spiritual growth, enlightenment, or closeness to God. When a person dreams of flying with ease, it may signify that they are on the right path in life and being guided by divine wisdom. Conversely, dreams where flying is difficult, restricted, or unstable may suggest the need for prayer, patience, or reflection on spiritual matters before progress can be made. The details of a flying dream are also significant in understanding its message. For example, flying alone may indicate personal independence or self-reliance, while flying with others can symbolize support, shared purpose, or teamwork. Flying over obstacles may suggest triumph over challenges, while flying into danger or turbulence can signal caution or the need for discernment in decision-making. The dreamer's emotions during the flight, joy, fear, or anxiety, often reflect their current emotional or spiritual state and provide further insight into the meaning of the dream. Dreams about death can be unsettling and even frightening at first glance. However, in the context of spiritual and psychological interpretation, death in dreams rarely predicts literal death. Instead, it is often a powerful symbol of transformation, endings, and new beginnings. God may use dreams of death to communicate that a significant phase of life is concluding, making way for growth, renewal, or change. Recognizing this symbolic meaning can help the dreamer embrace transitions with faith and clarity rather than fear. One key interpretation of death dreams is that they indicate the end of a particular chapter in life. This could relate to a relationship, a job, a habit, or even an internal mindset that is no longer serving the dreamer's purpose. Just as physical death marks the end of a life, symbolic death in dreams signals the closure of a stage, urging the dreamer to let go of what is holding them back. By paying attention to these dreams, individuals can better prepare for upcoming transitions and approach change with a sense of readiness rather than resistance. Death dreams can also symbolize personal transformation or spiritual growth. In many religious traditions, the concept of death and rebirth represents purification, renewal, and a closer connection to God. Dreaming of death may indicate that God is guiding the dreamer to release old fears, regrets, or attachments, creating space for spiritual, emotional, or personal development. This can be a call to adopt new perspectives, embrace fresh opportunities, or deepen one's faith and understanding of life. The context and emotions within the dream are essential for interpretation. For example, witnessing someone else's death may signify that the dreamer needs to let go of influences or situations connected to that person. Dreaming of one's own death may suggest internal transformation or a significant shift in identity. Dreams that evoke fear may highlight resistance to change, while dreams that bring peace or acceptance often signal readiness for growth. Dreams of being chased are some of the most common and emotionally intense experiences people have while sleeping. They often leave the dreamer with lingering fear, anxiety, or tension even after waking. From a spiritual and psychological perspective, being chased in a dream is rarely about physical danger in real life. Instead, it usually symbolizes unresolved issues, fears, or pressures that the dreamer is avoiding. God can use such dreams to draw attention to these hidden concerns, encouraging reflection, courage, and proactive action. One of the primary interpretations of chase dreams is that they represent avoidance. The dreamer may be running from a problem, responsibility, or emotion that feels overwhelming. This could include unresolved conflicts, suppressed feelings, difficult decisions, or spiritual neglect. The pursuer in the dream, whether a person, animal, or unknown entity, often symbolizes the very issue or fear that the dreamer is avoiding. By noticing who or what is chasing them, dreamers can gain insight into the nature of the challenge they need to face. Chase dreams can also highlight fear and anxiety in a broader sense. Sometimes, the fear is not about a specific problem but reflects general insecurity, stress, or uncertainty in life. In this way, the dream acts as a spiritual nudge, urging the dreamer to confront their anxieties, trust in God's protection, and take steps toward resolution. Ignoring these dreams may result in continued avoidance, increased stress, or missed opportunities for growth and healing. The details of the chase are important for understanding the message. For instance, running successfully without being caught may indicate that the dreamer is capable of facing challenges but needs to take conscious steps toward resolution. Conversely, being caught or trapped in the dream may signify that the issue has escalated and requires immediate attention. The emotions felt during the chase, fear, panic, exhaustion, or determination, also provide clues about the dreamer's readiness to address the underlying issue. Vivid dreams are those that feel exceptionally real, detailed, and memorable. Unlike ordinary dreams that fade quickly after waking, vivid dreams often linger in the mind, leaving a strong impression. Spiritually, These dreams can carry significant messages from God, especially regarding future opportunities, important decisions, or life paths. They are a way for God to capture our attention and communicate guidance, encouragement, or warning in a form that resonates deeply with our subconscious. One of the key aspects of vivid dreams is their connection to the dreamer's waking life. These dreams often reflect situations, choices, or opportunities that are on the horizon. For instance, a vivid dream about a new job, a journey, or a significant meeting may be signaling a potential opportunity that requires discernment and preparation. Similarly, dreams about interactions with people, whether strangers or acquaintances, can hint at relationships, partnerships, or collaborations that will play a role in the dreamer's future. By paying attention to the details and emotions in these dreams, individuals can gain insight into the steps they may need to take in waking life. Vivid dreams can also serve as divine guidance in making decisions. When a dream feels exceptionally clear or impactful, it often points to an area where careful reflection is needed. God may be using the dream to highlight choices, consequences, or potential paths, providing wisdom before critical decisions are made. The intensity and clarity of the dream encourage the dreamer to consider its message seriously, pray for understanding, and seek counsel if necessary. Additionally, the symbolism within vivid dreams can reveal hidden truths or untapped potential. Objects, people, or scenarios that stand out may represent opportunities that the dreamer has not fully recognized. Colors, actions, and emotions in the dream can provide additional layers of meaning, helping the dreamer discern whether to pursue, avoid, or prepare for specific possibilities.